Alright, good day guys. I'm just going to demonstrate firing off a walleye, flying the aircraft in very overcast weather. Let's get everything set up. Air to ground on. We select the walleye. We select the data link. We bind the data link to the walleye weapon by clicking weapon, walleye. So box walleye, box data link, go to weapon, set it up. In the UFC, change it to station 8, always. So you select channel here, 8. All right. Easy to forget. You have to activate those colons. There we go. HSI, waypoint, waypoint 1, waypoint designate. I actually like my data link on the bottom page here. And I'll set that up. We'll sensor control switch down, uncage, press the uncage button. And the walleye will now point towards the general vicinity. Okay. All right, we've got a countdown timer. Let's get barometric altitude hold on. There we go. Perfect. I'm pretty happy with that. This walleye is going to be dropping, so I'm going to fly a little bit to the right of it. And I'm actually going to add a bit of right wing trim before I drop the walleye. You see? Like that. You can see the ADI square here is moving as I change it. Just a little bit, about when the square's about halfway through the center. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to put a little bit of rudder trim like that. Perfect. And then I'm just going to bank towards. There we go. We are in range and walleye away. Okay. Now you see the aircraft wants to bank. I'll just come back up. Enable the altitude hold. I'll stabilize about here. Let go the stick. And it will find a good bank angle for you. Right. So we will now fly heads down. Everything here is looking good. I'll just give it a little bit more right trim because we've lost the walleye on that station. So this is a very heavy wing. And we can fly heads down. We've got stabilized flight. This is the anterior antenna. There's the target. Target's over here. If I'm flying away from the target, I'll choose anterior. But I think we are looking good. So for the sake of this tutorial, what I'll do is just demonstrate going for quite a large ship. Okay. And while you're going in, you can adjust the gain and the contrast. I think what I had before is perfect. So we're coming in. Let's take out this big ship over here. There's a submarine. Maybe we go for a sub. So I use the unrealistic TDC slew. So I don't have to depress when I move it, but when I find a target, I then depress to get a lock. So I've locked it on a tiny little submarine here. ADR is looking good. I'm in a good bank. I'm now anterior. I'll click anterior. There we go. And that's a beautiful stabilized lock. Right. Once that's done, we're now going to go to the UFC. Select channel. Easy to forget. Press 2. Enter. And now we'll wait for this turnaround. So we can start flying the plane again. So you can see how the aircraft wants to bank a lot. But if you pull it back towards the right and then let go the stick, the flight control system will take over. But if you keep holding the stick and making minor adjustments, you'll get an uncontrolled roll. That's why it's also nice to have your curve set up. So in your axis commands for this axis tune, you got a little dead zone. All right, have a dead zone. That otherwise the flight control system won't kick in. Watch what happens if I just move the joystick. You see that? But if I let it go like that, so watch what happens here. If I just move the joystick a little bit, do you see? It's going to go into an uncontrolled roll. But if I hold it there, let it go, flight control system will take over. All right. Flying into the sun here. It's a little bit bright, eh? All right, cool. Cool. I'm going to disable Anteria. We've got our next waypoint designated. Once we're in the general vicinity, I will uncage it. All right. So we've got station 2. It's currently caged. There we go. There's our target. Timer 3, 2, 1. Uncaged. We are in range. Cool. So this is going through the clouds. We can't see. Now what I'm going to do is, since I've dropped my walleyes, I'm actually going to do a rudder reset. And you can now see that this is pretty much close to center. All right. And I'll fly heads down. So wait for this thing to go through the clouds. Up to you guys if you want the data link on the DDI. I just like the black and white. So for this one, let's take out a very small target. There's a big ship there that I've put in this mission, and I'll upload it so you guys can use it. Now your speed, look, I'm being a bit generous on my speed here, but 0.7, anything above 0.7 Mach is going to be good. Okay. But maybe when first practicing, use a high speed. You can always go in air-to-air refuel. Alright, so like I said, I have unrealistic slew set up. There, let's go. It's very finicky. There we go. Got it. There. And I'm using unrealistic slew. And then I depress for a lock. And that's it. So it's in your settings before you play the game. Go to gameplay unrealistic slew, and you don't have to depress and slew, which I just find extremely difficult. Yeah, gameplay settings. I'll show you once this is finished. Control F11. Boom. All right. So that's it. Yeah, so let's go have a look at that unrealistic slew. I really do recommend it. In your settings here, you go to gameplay. What's gameplay? Is it sorry, go to special FA18. Realistic TDC slew, I have it disabled. All right. That means you can slew without depressing. Super, super easy. And then when you want to lock, you just depress. That's it. Thanks, guys.